all-rounded person. And just mentioning that 2 weeks ago, there was a conference that was a partnership between Kenyatta University and Lancaster University. And the workshop, rather, was meant to equip the upcoming generation or promote gender equality and employability through entrepreneurship in STEM. We will be taking a look at what was happening during that workshop, a workshop that brought stakeholders both from Kenya and across Africa from different universities, all of them brought together, coming up with ways on how they can better the entrepreneurship space that is in STEM field and in other areas, just to make you a better person as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as a student, with your research and everything that makes you a better person. So let's take a look at what was happening on that workshop. Kenyatta University, in collaboration with Lancaster University, is making significant strides in promoting gender equality and employability through entrepreneurship in STEM. This initiative is supported by the British Council and the British Academy under the Gender Equality for Employability through Entrepreneurship in STEM GEEES project and the International Career Writing Program ICWP. The GEEES project, funded by the British Council, focuses on integrating entrepreneurship in STEM curricula and developing an inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystem. It includes training sessions, mentorship programs, and business idea development, culminating in a pitching competition where students are awarded cash prizes and Lancaster University branded gifts. According to Professor Caroline Thurua, DVC Research, Innovation and Outreach at Kenyatta University, entrepreneurial thinking is essential for students and faculty across various departments.
What we're looking forward to is having more students involved in this project, to be able to work on projects and come up with entrepreneurial, to think of projects that they can solve. So actually, in the past few weeks, we've had about 100 students who have participated. And what we're looking forward to is that we can have more students within the university participating in this program. And therefore, where possible, it can actually expand to all our students having such an opportunity to be trained on entrepreneurial thinking and working together to solve solutions and propose the way forward. The same thing with our staff. We would want to have more staff going through programs like this so that their approach to teaching can be very innovative and entrepreneurial. And therefore, if it can, this has focused on some faculty, not all, and therefore if it can expand to more staff in various departments, I think this would be very valuable.
Meanwhile, Professor Kirk Simple, Director of International Research at Lancaster University, underscores the critical role of gender equality in driving transformative change within education and employment sectors.
The issue of gender inequality is an issue in sub-Saharan Africa and university sector, but it's also an issue in the British university sector as well. So when you look at the demographic of males to females in academia, it's traditionally been dominated by males. The same thing applies here. So we saw this as a real opportunity to try and change it. Okay, what we are about with our collaborations is about effecting change for the better for the environment, for the better for society, for the better of the economy. And for me, gender equality is absolutely critical to the success of that change.
The ICWP, funded by the British Academy, is a 2-year project operating in 6 countries, including Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Senegal, Niger, and Mali. The program enhances academic career development through interactive workshops focusing on writing for publication, career coaching, and research collaboration. Dr. Akanimo Odon, African advisor for Lancaster University, highlights how International Career Writing Program ICWP bridges the gap between academic publications and social impact, equipping researchers with critical skills to advance their careers.
It increases the capacity for especially early career researchers to think about publication as a way of promotion of their work and output. It therefore means that beyond just the standard traditional publication of papers as a way to promote their output, you can also consider other non-scientific, in some sense, publications or output or communication outputs beyond just publishing papers. So like LinkedIn posts, publishing articles, writing policy briefs, this becomes crucial. Because at the end of the day, what you're trying to achieve is to get folks outside the academic circle to also try and connect with what you're trying to achieve, especially if you're trying to influence and impact society.
Currently, 9 universities are participating in the GEEES and ICWP projects, with more institutions expected to join in the future as they work towards fostering an entrepreneurial mindset among students and staff.
Now, we have a number of universities participating in Kenya as well, and it would be good to have even more universities participating. We've had about 9 in this phase, so looking forward to see it expand to other universities as well.
So for today, for example, you look in the room and males were very much the minority here. It was absolutely dominated by our female colleagues, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's a sort of almost like a baseline. But it's what happens from here moving forward that's really important. So there was some discussion about male to female undergraduates earlier on today and how there seemed to be a lack of success with female students. We need to change that, okay? And that also progresses into our academic communities, where we should be looking to support the employment and the development of our female colleagues within the university sector as well. So success would look like increasing the number of female students who are graduating with scientific and technical degrees, but also the increase in the number and the balance between males and females in the academic community. And in fact, what we're starting to see now is that at the highest levels, there are more and more senior women appointed. So the DVC for Kenyatta is a lady who I've known a long time now. You now have a female VC, and we're starting to see this pattern emerge in other universities, not only in Kenya, but in other countries in sub-Saharan Africa as well.
All right, we have been informing you and keeping you updated with what is happening around campus and everything that is meant to shape you. And now at this point, a moment we've all been waiting for, the newspaper review. Leo, we are going to dissect and inject and, everything in between, taking a look at what is of our state of the nation. And joining me this morning in studio is Ojwang Mariam. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning. And Blue Smile Hassan. Thank you so much. We've been competing with Blue Smile on Kusa Awards, and he won. Mashallah. Mashallah. But before we get into that discussion, Ojwang, you attended the GEEES workshop. How was the experience for you?
Experience ilikuwa nzuri sana. Napenda kuongea hadi naongeza Kiswahili pale kujua mtu wa mashinani. Tulikuwa na sessions zenye watu wana learn how do you pitch for projects that you want to do in your community. Na tukapewa chance ya kusolve shida. Mnawekwa kwa groups, lecturers, stakeholders, kila mtu hadi students pamoja. Mnaambiwa now that you are from Kenyatta University, tafuteni shida 3 zenye zinasumbua wa Kenya na mtafute solution. Na muassume mnatafuta funding. Practical things that people do kwa community watu waliweza kujifanya hapo hivi, courtesy of British Council, Lancaster University, Kenyatta University, at the BSSC room 14. Ilikuwa a very wonderful session. Tulikuwa hapo hivyo hadi na wanahabari wengine kama Brenda ambayo tulikuwa mpaka kwa group moja, tukashindana hapo ku pitch ideas, the lecturers and us, and it was a whole something. Ukisikiza hadi Madam Dr. Caroline Dhurua akiongelelea hiyo story, hata yeye alikuwa amefurahi because it was like an international exchange, but this time round hatujapata fare ya kuenda UK, tumeleta UK hapa KU. Kabisa.
Very interesting. Now, I think it's very good, especially, right now, everyone needs funding. And the problem is always, how do you pitch your idea to investors? And now, such projects